And now, live in studio, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes.
Yes, here we are again, another day committed to being your consumer advocate, helping you win in any marketplace. Our number one goals are to educate, entertain, enlighten, and we want to engage with you so we can help you win.
The only thing I'm addicted to right now is winning.
Save our hotline number in your phone. At some point, you're going to need it. 813-670-7372.
You used to call me on my cell phone.
813-670-7372. And make sure you bookmark our website, consumerqb.com. A plethora of information available for you on our website at consumerqb.com. You can see links to all of our expert contributors, the finest folks in all of Tampa Bay and the Gulf Coast region that we've assembled, we've vetted, and we bring on the show every day, going against the nonsense in the mainstream media, being that consumer advocate for you. We don't care if you're climbing a corporate ladder or if you throw a ladder in your truck. This show's for you. We're going to make you more street smart here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. It's Intelligent Talk Radio. I've got some intelligent folks here in studio with me today. Jason Sallman back in the house, cryptocurrency expert.
Yes, sir. It's always good to be here. You know, just to feel the energy in the room is always amazing. And yeah, today I got a big new project to talk about, so I'm super excited to do that.
Sweet, I like it. Good stuff, man. Lots going on in that world. And we also have Jerry Kessie making his debut to the Quarterback Show. Welcome in, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Awesome.
We're going to talk about carpets and flooring today, about cleaning up for the holiday, taking care of those things that ends up being left over after the party's over.
Yeah, that's right. The party's over. Now it's time to clean up.
Yep.
So you've got Flooring Technologies, your business.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Good stuff. All right, more from Jerry coming up in the show as well. We got an interesting story as well. Florida is one step closer to getting a high-speed train from Tampa to Orlando. Find out more about that. And we also have our feel-good story of the day. Restaurant dishwasher has car stolen. Coworkers buy him a new one. So that's a nice rallying around the team there, rallying around the dishwasher. And Brandon Rhymes here. I'm your host of the Consumer Quarterback Show and the owner of Platinum MVP Realty and a top listing agent here in Tampa Bay. I want to let you know about a price reduction on one of our listings in Pinellas County, 9511 Antilles Drive over in Seminole, just reduced down to $578,000, a $7,000 price improvement here in Pinellas County. 4 bedrooms, 3 bath. You got a half bath as well. This property is 2,820 square feet heated, and it's an estate style home. It's gorgeous on the inside. David Weekly is the builder, and it's got mature landscaping as well. Just a beautiful property in Tampa Bay. I got one on the river in Riverview. This is a gorgeous listing of mine, one of my favorites in a while. 9303 Alice Lane, right on the river in Riverview. Beautiful property, 15 minutes, and you're at downtown Tampa. So it's the best of that suburban type living, and you're right on the river. Bring your boat, and it's got 0.83 acre, almost a full acre waterfront, listed at $599,000. Beautiful real estate property. Compliments of Platinum MVP Realty.com. And this segment is brought to you by the Bill Maher Beach Resort over on the beaches of beautiful Treasure Island, filled with fantastic and generous amenities to make your vacation that much more special. The official hotel partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show, the Bill Maher Beach Resort. Now, we had Clyde Smith, the general manager, on the show a few weeks ago, and this beach is just one of the longest beaches. When you look out, you got 2 pools on site, restaurant, you got Sloppy Joe's restaurant, but you look out to the beach and you're like, wow, that's a long walk down the water, lots of sand to enjoy. So Clyde calls it a 2-beer beach. He takes you 2 beers to walk down there. So nice and relaxing. Great place to go hang out. Bill Maher Beach Resort, beautiful Treasure Island, Florida. Let them know that the real estate quarterback sent you. Take them up on these special offers and incentives that they're offering to our listeners of the Consumer Quarterback Show. Well, let's jump right into it. We got Jason Sallman back in the house, former co-host on the show back in the day, and now he's striking out a different path. You're doing a lot with Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies. What's going on in that space, man?
Yeah, so it's been kind of super exciting to see the transition from, you know, working here, you know, right beside you, and then now kind of being in this whole new space that I'm extremely passionate about as well. I really do believe that Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and blockchain can change the future. It's just about letting more and more people know about it. And so, that's why I'm here today. And that's why I feel honored to be on the show with you today.
Yeah, awesome, man. Great to see you again. And so when you look at the future, that's one of the things I love to do is just kind of talk about what's happening. You've got so much technology now to the forefront. Apple, all these big companies just, being valued in the trillions for the first time ever. We've seen a $1 trillion company. So how does it all play out when it comes to blockchain and Bitcoin? What do you see happening?
So first of all those companies are already getting in on blockchain. So to give you an example, like Amazon has come out with their own blockchain. You have Hawaii, which is one of the biggest phone makers in the world. They're more on the Asian side of things. That's coming out with their own blockchain services. So all these massive companies, Walmart's coming out with their own blockchain services to actually track produce, from a logistical perspective. So you could tell, okay, it's organic and it comes from California, and it only took 3 days from the grower to the actual store shelf.
Wow.
So it actually helps break down supply chain management. To where it's completely open source, so you can see all the information, but it's all trackable and it's unhackable from that perspective.
Wow!
So that really makes it just a really incredible part of the future. And what's really cool is you see the blockchain space even growing here in Tampa Bay, which is really interesting. So the last couple of weeks, actually had the opportunity to visit a place right here in Tampa called Block Spaces. It's kind of a co-working accelerator incubator program that's right there in the middle of downtown.
I heard of that one.
Yeah. So it's at Tampa Bay Wave now, even though they're going to be moving. And so essentially, it's there to kind of help startups and projects kind of develop and move forward and really reach the mainstream.
Nice. Wow,
yeah.
That's
so
cool, man.
It's really incredible to see, and it's just such an interesting energy there to see these incredible geniuses kind of from different perspectives, whether it's on the technology side or on the business side. And so I'm kind of helping more on the business side of things now. And that's what's kind of led me to this new project, which I'm super excited to talk about.
That's cool, man. So what is it? What's the new project?
So, getting into this space, I think people can really get caught up on the daily prices. So that's all they're worried about is what's this cryptocurrency price at today? Oh, it went down 10%. Oh, it went up 15%. That's what they're worried about. That's not what this technology is. It's not just like a commodity you just trade back and forth and that's it. It actually has real world application.
Right.
So I wanted to get involved in the space from more of a grassroots perspective, but had no idea how to do that at first. And so kind of through my own research, I realized that there are very few businesses specifically in the Tampa Bay area that accept Bitcoin and cryptocurrency as a payment method. So just like they would accept Visa or MasterCard or American Express, I noticed that almost no businesses were accepting it. So I asked myself, well, why is that? And so what I really came down to through my own research is that they just don't know. They plain have not heard the information. They don't understand some of the benefits because the benefits are truly incredible. That's
interesting, man. Yeah, you look at, we talked about in the past how different countries, the technology or the currency was just losing value so much. They had to run on the banks, and then I think it was Uber that you said that came in and started offering Bitcoin.
Yeah, for sure. That was a big thing. And then even from a small scale perspective, there's issues with credit card processors all the time where Visa's network will go down on the east side of the United States and they're not able to do Visa transactions for that day. Well, think about if you only accept 2 credit cards, that could be a pretty big perspective to your business.
Right.
What if that wasn't an issue?
Yeah.
And so the biggest reasons on why I think businesses here should start talking about cryptocurrency and start talking about accepting it and actually accepting it is because, first of all, it's cheaper. Everyone cares about the bottom line, right? If you're a small business, the bottom line is huge to you.
Right.
This is on average at minimum 66% cheaper than regular credit card transactions. You're talking about somewhere between 2.5% and 4% for normal credit card transactions. What if you could save yourself a whole bunch of money and make it faster and more secure at the same time? So actually just created my own company. It's actually a subsidiary of another company I own called Pay Us Coin. And essentially this is a brand new setup for payment processors where you actually be able to accept Bitcoin and cryptocurrency at your business. So I'm super excited to launch this. This is actually the day I'm launching it. I decided to launch it here on the radio today. And so what I want to offer all the small businesses out there is for the first 10 businesses to get started, I'm actually going to do it completely free. So the setup is completely free. You get a free month of consulting on the back end as well. And I want to do this sheerly to help it grow here in the Tampa Bay area, to start seeing the adoption happen here, because the technology is incredible, but people need to start knowing about it.
Wow, that's super cool, man. So the ability to accept, so pretty much any business that's doing currency or trading and trading products or services can accept Bitcoin through your system that you developed?
Yeah, exactly. So any business can accept it. It doesn't matter what you do, like you said. So whether it's if you're cleaning carpets or you're a restaurant, you can start accepting it. And people, I've talked to a little bit about it just kind of from like a research perspective. One of the things they worry about is price volatility. Well, they're like, well, if someone pays me 1 Bitcoin for this amount of flooring and the price changes, that's a big deal to me.
Right.
So with the company I actually partner with, it gives you the ability to settle daily for the exact amount in which you transacted for. So if the flooring costs $10,000, you will get $10,000 directly to your bank account via ACH transfer at the end of the day.
Wow.
But you're getting paid in that cryptocurrency. It's peer-to-peer. It happens, within 10 minutes, and you don't have to worry about all the nonsense that's really included when it comes to credit cards, like chargebacks, like the fraud that happens. Actually, just got an email the other day from a hotel I stayed at, I guess in the past, that had a security breach.
Wow.
They had a 500 million customer security breach. It was Starwood Hotels.
Jeez.
And so with using Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, you're not sharing any personal information, and none of that my personal information is being stored with you. So if I transact with you in Bitcoin, I don't have to worry about later about my information being hacked and stolen by people and used for other things.
Right.
So it completely takes that out of the equation.
Wow, that's interesting.
So it's cheaper, it's more secure, and on average, it's 75 times faster than credit card transactions.
Wow, that's awesome, man. It costs a lot less money to do that. And I think it's just some people. Let's talk about the pros and cons when we come back. I want to try to play the other side and just figure out why are people not adopting it. So when we come back, let's dive deeper on that with Jason Sallman here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. We got our feel-good story of the week coming up as well. Restaurant dishwasher has car stolen. Co-workers buy him a new one. Stay with us right here at Consumer Quarterback Show, ConsumerQB.com.
Hey, this is Grant Cardone, and you're listening to Consumer Quarterback Show, hosted by my friend Brandon Rhymes. Do not touch that dial. I'll come right through the radio and grab your throat.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at ConsumerQB.com.
Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.
listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
All right, welcome back. Brandon Rhymes here, Consumer Quarterback Show. I want to let you know about the Tampa Bay's largest speed networking event going on tomorrow, Thursday, December 6th at the Earthscape Garden Room in Palm Harbor, 6 to 9:30 p.m. It's going to be an awesome event. We're expecting over 165 people at this and counting, so it might even end up being around 180. We got a photo booth. We got DJ Ian Doubt. We're going to have s'mores. We got a raffle that's benefiting the Children's Cancer Center. So reach out for a table if you're a local business. We have opportunities for tables. We got a few seats, spots left for that $100 table, and we got Talk of the Town goodie bags that we're going to be giving out as well. So it's Tampa Bay's largest speed networking event. By the way, we're filming our television show there. There's going to be so much energy and excitement in the room. Actually, it's not in a room. It's called the Earthscape Garden Room, but it's outdoor venue, so pretty cool. Thursday, December 6th, 6 to 9:30 p.m. Bring a stack of business cards and be ready to change your business, because we're going to introduce you to some really good people. Lots of our show expert contributors will be there, and Talk of the Town goodie bags. Register on eventbrite.com or our Facebook page as well. Tampa Bay's largest speed networking event tomorrow night, Thursday, December 6th, Earthscape Garden Room in Palm Harbor, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We hope to see you there. All right, so we've got a couple of hot properties here. I want to let you know about this one on Clearwater Beach, 1370 Gulf Boulevard. This is number 401, Clearwater Beach, Bella Rosa condo, 3 bedrooms, 3 bath, end unit. And this property is gorgeous. It's right on the beach. This is Bella Rosa condo, which is on Sand Key, and it's a $1.149 million. Just a beautiful listing of mine. And the condo is in great condition as far as the board and the HOA. And it's got tennis court, spa, pool, right on the gorgeous beaches of Clearwater. And I got a local celebrity's home listed here in Tampa. This is Ian Beckles' home, listed in South Tampa, 4613 South Matanzas Avenue. 4 bedrooms, 3 full baths. You got a half bath as well. $729,000, and it's just a gorgeous property here. It's all about location at this one. 4 bedrooms, 3 and 1 half bath. Quick walk to Bayshore Boulevard, and you're enjoying those beautiful morning walks or even afternoon bike rides on Bayshore, overlooking the beautiful waterways.
Somewhere sunny and 75.
And this segment is brought to you by Curry Leaves Restaurant, the official restaurant partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. Curry Leaves Restaurant, Indian and Thai cuisine, right on Kennedy Boulevard, right here in South Tampa. Curry Leaves Restaurant. Say hello to Saji and his team. They've got some excellent food over there. A little bit spicy, some of the dishes are, but it's just, I love it. I love Indian and Thai cuisine, and they've got some really yummy desserts as well. Curry Leaves Restaurant. Let them know the Real Estate Quarterback sent you. Take them up on special offers and incentives just by mentioning that you heard this advertisement. All right, we're right here on the show. We got Jason Sallman in the house. We're talking cryptocurrency. Coming up, Jerry Kessie as well, Flooring Technologies, another local business owner here in Tampa Bay. But yeah, so interesting stuff here, Jason. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about, what do you think are some of the hesitancies? Why are people hesitant? Of course, we've always been, human beings are hesitant, resistant to change.
Yep.
You're big into the personal development space. I love seeing your Instagram. How can people follow you on Instagram, by the way?
Yeah, so you can just search, it's my first name and last name, so that's Jason, and then my last name is Sallman, that's Sallman. You can obviously also check us out on our brand new website, which is payuscoin.com.
Cool.
That's for the payment processing business as well, so people can follow everything I'm doing there as well.
Yeah, so Jason has a great page as well. He's putting out a lot of good content on his Instagram. But why don't more people use this? Why are people still hesitant about it?
So I really think that, first of all, it just comes from ignorance.
Yeah.
Like that could even sound a little bit harsh, but I think that's what it is. And you touched on something really perfect there, actually, which is that, let's use the internet as an example. So when the internet first came out, so many people thought it was a fad, right? And then immediately the news will jump on anything that's like a new technology and try to find like anything bad that's happened in the space. So like at the beginning, when the internet first came out, there was tons of news channels out there that claimed that the internet was for scammers and pornographers. That same label in Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies earlier day was put on it as well. Oh, it's for scammers and pornographers. Now, there's actually an interesting reason as to why it gets labeled for that. It actually kind of comes from kind of a scientific method type of perspective. And why that is so people who need to be on the absolute cutting edge of technology are involved in, let's say, like a higher risk factor business, right? So people who are involved in crime are always looking for the best technology because they're trying to stay ahead of the curve.
Okay.
Because their business is involved in a ton of risk, right? If they get caught or other things like that. So they're always on the cutting edge of whatever technology is out there because they're trying to beat the police or the feds or whatever. And so that's the same case with, when emails came out and people started, people started sending emails back and forth.
Yeah.
And at first the government didn't know how to track those things or how to see, what that information was. And so people were doing secret, communications via email. So that the same thing is actually true of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. In its infancy stage, sure, there was people who adopted it for nefarious reasons. But like, if you look at it from a percentage perspective against just cash as an example, like it's not even close. Like the amount of crimes that are committed using cash and, things that are involved in terrorism and things like that. It's all dealt in cash, with cryptocurrency being like the tiniest perspective of that, just because it's an incredibly innovative technology. It's being adopted. So I would say first ignorance and then fear, right? So maybe they read a news article that Bitcoin crashed 20% or that it was used in a drug deal or like whatever the situation. So they'll glob onto some news article that they read before and then write the technology off. So that's really, I think, where a lot of people's hesitation comes from. But if I sat down with someone for 15 minutes, I can explain why it's important, how it could help their business, and why they should be using it today.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, and you've seen, and we've seen gains consistently now at this point, right? I mean,
so year upon year, you have seen gains. Now, mind you, since January, Bitcoin has actually gone down very significantly in price. But like I said, to me, at least, price is like the least interesting part of it to me. I'm here for what the technology can mean for the future. I think there's no question that in the future, there will be cryptocurrencies that are worth insane amounts of money. And hopefully I'm a part of that price run. But in the same sense, like, the technology works in and of itself. Forget about the trading back and forth.
Yeah, that's super cool, man. And what you had mentioned earlier about Walmart adopting it to utilize it for their different systems where they're bringing in the produce. I mean, that's a significant advancement as well.
Yeah. There's hundreds of big companies. Like, to give you an example, IBM. They just recently sold, I guess, the largest service contract for blockchain services to the government of Australia.
Wow.
It's like a $400 million blockchain project where essentially they want to store all of their government information and records on the blockchain.
Wow.
Because then it's uncorruptible and it's there, it's open source. No one can go back and change records or things like that. And I actually think, especially for real estate, like, we're going to see so much movement in the cryptocurrency and blockchain space, in real estate specifically. Especially if you think about things like title, right? So title is kind of like an arduous process. You have to use a lawyer, in order to figure out if your title's clear or if you have liens or things like that. Whereas if it was all stored on the blockchain and if it was all, historically recorded, there could be no issue with your title, and you could actually just look. You could literally search on the internet. It would take 10 seconds. You would see, okay, it's clear, or it has a lien. We need to fix this. In seconds.
Wow. I wonder if First American and some of the bigger companies are utilizing that.
I'm sure they're already in the research phase, because the issue for them is going to be the categorizing of the information. It's going to be moving the information from all of these different public record systems.
Right.
And you have to think that goes county by county to then move them into some centralized blockchain system that's decentralized enough to be resistant to hackers and things like that.
Wow. Yeah, that's interesting, man. The one thing that's always around and that's always there is change. We're always going to see change. And it's how, as entrepreneurs, how businessmen and women, it's how we adapt to that change. It's how we implement that, or how we're trying to be ahead of the curve. We're looking at Amazon adapting the Alexa skills, already. We're looking into that. So it's interesting. I mean, because it's a land grab. It's a land grab just like in the Wild Wild West. You're going out to grabbing your land, grabbing your 40 acres, the first in the gold mining, the people that made the money were the ones selling the picks and the axes, right? So it's like, how do you get ahead of that curve, right?
Yeah, and what's actually fascinating to me is that I think innovation always leads to evolution or extinction. And so there are people that are going to be afraid of this. There are people that are not going to get involved because they're scared for X, Y, and Z type of reason. But the people who evolve are the ones that are going to be a part of that. They're going to be the ones who got the lands, like, I could just see it, in 2-3 years from now, we're going to be talking about, oh my gosh, do you remember when Bitcoin was $4,000 a coin? Like, that'll be like a distant memory when people talk about Disney or Amazon or Apple or any of these companies. It's going to be the same type of thing, but with the technology based around it, it's the same thing. Amazon is an incredible company, right? Apple's an incredible company. They develop incredible products. It's the same thing with cryptocurrency and blockchain. Is they've developed these incredible products that actually improve people's lives, that can unbank, billions of people around the world who have no access to financial services.
Yeah.
That could just help make things cheaper and faster.
Yeah.
Like, why wouldn't you want to be a part of that? Why are you not getting involved in it? So it's pretty simple.
It's super cool, man. I love. I was watching the Netflix. They got a Netflix thing with the men who built America.
Yeah,
you know,
I love
Carnegie,
that one.
Edison, Ford. You know, just looking at how they changed and how it went. And you know, back then it was a little bit of brutal tactics that they used. You know, and they had the different militias that they would hire, the hired hands to come in and make the workers go work. So you know, it's kind of like a modern day version of that. You know, what's going on? It's on a huge level. I mean, the numbers are just add 15 zeros behind it, right?
Yeah. And I think actually like the titans of industry that we'll see like come into the future are either the ones who evolved and got into the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and blockchain space, or they're going to be these new guys that become the billionaires and trillionaires of tomorrow. Because I really think out of this space, you will see more millionaires, billionaires, and trillionaires in our lifetime than anything else.
Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, could be, man. I mean,
yeah, it's going to be crazy.
When you think about currency, you know, when we went off the gold standard, what, 1972 was
73?
it? 73. You know, that was a major change. And, it was something that, you know, it in a lot of ways it made our country, you know, I think in some ways it made it worse, you know, because now we're inflating the currencies. You got all this manipulation going on. You got the stocks manipulation, and now, you know, and similarly with the stock market, they're buying back stocks. They're doing all these different
people
things.
don't know about that
They're
stuff.
falsely inflating.
You're 100% right.
What it really is.
Yep.
So it's interesting. All right, stay with us right here. Consumer Quarterback Show. Good stuff from Jason Sallman there. PayUsCoin.com is his new site. PayUsCoin.com. Check him out online. Of course, all of our expert contributors are available on our website, consumerqb.com. You can see their contact information. Their announcement cards are there, websites, and we'd love for you to engage with us. That's how we can help you live a better life. Stay with us when we come back. Jerry Kessie coming up here on the Quarterback Show. Restaurant dishwasher has his car stolen. Find out what his coworkers did for him right after this. Stay with us. Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
Hey everybody, I'm Forbes Riley, celebrity TV fitness host and creator of The Spin Gym. I'm here today with Brandon Rhymes, and you're listening to the Consumer Quarterback Show. Great ways to get happy, healthy, and wealthy.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.
Hi, my name is Joe Stalteri. I'm one of the owners of Complete Care Systems. At Complete Care Systems, we do carpet cleaning, upholstery cleaning, tile and grout sealing, wood floor and laminate floor deep cleaning, as well as stripping and waxing of linoleum and vinyl floors, and a whole lot more. We also run daily deals and special, which you can find at CompleteCareSystems.com, or simply call Trisha up at 727-364-5158, and she'll answer all your questions and give you over the phone free estimates. Or she'll send me out to your home or office to give you an on-site free estimate. At Complete Care Systems, we don't cut corners, we clean them.
You're listening to the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at consumerqb.com.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here. I'm your host of the Consumer Quarterback Show and owner of Platinum MVP Realty and a top listing agent here in Tampa Bay. We're always helping our sellers profit more on the sale of their real estate properties. We're recruiting agents to our team. We got a plethora of leads, lots of leads and lead sources, generating a record amount of leads. So we are setting records here with Platinum MVP Realty. By the way, we're on the American Dream television show. If you haven't seen this, the American Dream television show, we just moved from the CW over to CBS. So we're on CBS broadcast Saturday morning, 7 a.m. 7 a.m. We're on broadcast television, Apple TV, Amazon TV, and Roku. So we're real excited about the American Dream television show as well, outside of our standard TV show and radio and TV show that we have here. 5 o'clock drive time, 1380 The Biz, Monday through Friday. Weekend show, 7 a.m. on FM 102.5 The Bone. And we have our daily TV show on WeBeam TV right here based in Tampa Bay. And we are helping you win in any marketplace. That's the goal of the Consumer Quarterback Show. This segment is brought to you by Brothers Easy Moving. They strive to be the best Tampa Bay movers in the area, exceeding your expectations from the first phone call to the final customer courtesy call. They're among the best reviewed Tampa movers, including Google, where we hold a 4.9 rating, the highest in the Tampa Bay area. You got an A rating for the Better Business Bureau, A rating on Angie's List, and a 4.5 rating on Yelp. And they have also received the Super Service Award multiple times. And what sets them apart from other movers is that they do not cut any corners and they don't charge extra fees. Reach out to Brothers Easy Moving, whether you're moving across the country or local move. Brothers Easy Moving is the official moving partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. All right, a couple of hot listings here. This one's down in South Tampa, 103 South Habana Avenue. This is Tampa, 5 bedrooms, 3 bath. You got a $516,000 price point, just reduced as well, down as well. So it's a charming South Tampa property here, and it's the owner's making a good amount of money on it, utilizing Airbnb as the app there. 12939 Box Drive in Hudson, Rolling Oaks Estates. Nice property up north in Pasco. Our friends up there in Pasco. 3 bedrooms, 2 bath, $245,000. Owner's motivated. This is a veteran. The seller is a veteran. Let's help this veteran get his money. Box Drive in Hudson, beautiful property. It's an acre of land. He's got a large backyard, sheds, all types of extras at this beautiful property in Hudson. Another hot real estate property, compliments of Platinum MVP Realty. All right, we're jumping right back into it. We've got Jerry Kessie in the house. Now, Jerry has the distinct honor of being one of 12 senior carpet inspectors in the state of Florida, and he's also out of those 12, there's only 4 master cleaner designations. Did I say that right, Jerry?
That's correct, yes.
Awesome, man. Congratulations on that.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it, and I enjoy being on your show.
That's awesome. So you are truly a leader in your industry. And tell us a little bit about Flooring Technologies. What do you guys do over there?
Oh, I started the company in '85. So we've been in business for 33 years. We have most of our work is repeat business. Most of our customers we hear from every year, every 6 months. And we do a lot of consulting as a senior carpet inspector. Do a lot of consulting with carpet manufacturers, fiber producers like Stainmaster and carpet mills. We'll send us out to work with them on solving, correcting problems they have from time to time.
That's pretty cool. I remember seeing that commercial for the first time. You know, the red wine being poured on the carpet. Is there a specific type of carpet that was that?
Yeah, probably. Some carpet fibers are more stain resistant.
Okay.
And some are less resilient. So we try to guide our customers to the right carpet is going to work best for them. If they're more concerned about stain resistance, then we try to say, well, some polyesters, some olefins are better, but they're not very resilient. So they have a lot of traffic. Those aren't going to be good long term.
Oh, okay. So they're not going to stand up with a lot of traffic.
No.
Okay. So in a traffic area, what's better, like a Berber, something like a flat?
Berbers were good, yeah.
Yep.
And the loop pile helps hold everything up.
Yep.
And it doesn't show traffic paths as much as a cut pile would.
Right. And is it a good idea to throw if you have a high traffic area, like a doorway, just throw a rug on top of that just to keep that down?
It depends on what the backing. If it's regular carpet, it has an abrasive back, like the latex backs can wear the carpet out.
Oh.
They usually say the carpet, not on top of carpet. But if you have like a braided rug,
Okay.
Those you can flip over, and they're the same.
A braided rug, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
And those don't become trip hazards. A lot of our customers are older people, and we don't want to have a trip hazard. So braided rugs don't curl up and cause problems as much.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So let's jump right into it then. As far as carpet fibers, so that's we kind of talked about that a little bit. So different carpet fibers are going to have different types of basically the effect is going to be different, right?
Right. And what we usually try to guide our clients to is that it's a type 6/6 nylon, which there's two different types of nylon. And it's type 6/6 made by Stainmaster, so you usually see the Stainmaster name. But they don't fade as easy here in Florida with the high humidity and in the sunlight. A lot of carpets will fade. They don't fade as easy, they don't crush as easy, they don't mat as easy, and they clean up better. So overall, and then some of them even come solution dyed, which means you can't really bleach them out, or they're very resistant to the chemical bleaching.
Oh, wow.
They're dyed like a carrot all the way through the fiber rather than like a radish on the outside.
Yeah.
So we usually try to, when our customers are looking for carpet, we don't sell carpet, but because I'm a senior carpet inspector, we usually know what the problems people usually have at the end, long term.
Right.
And we try to help them from being attracted to maybe just a specific color that they're looking for, rather than finding out what carpet's how it's going to perform for them long term.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, Jerry. So a lot of times you look at also like in gyms. I've been to the LA Fitness, all the different gyms. Sometimes they have the big squares. It looks like it's a square carpet that they actually install that way.
They do, and those they can mix and match those. They can make a lot of different patterns out of it. What's nice about those, they're modular tiles, and so they're just held down with pressure sensitive adhesive, so you can change them out in high traffic areas. If some carpet become damaged, you take out the 2x2 carpet.
Right.
And you also don't have failed seams, which on a lot of carpets and commercial applications, every 12 feet you have a failed seam because it wasn't put together right.
Oh, wow.
On carpet tiles, you don't have those because they're all bonded around the edges.
Interesting.
Just pick them up, turn them around. We usually recommend those in commercial applications because they can just change them, swap them out with other tiles.
Question for you here also. Where is most of the carpet manufacturing? You see so much in the news today with Trump and China. I see there's a recent truce now. There's a truce there. We got a 90-day stay on that. But where is most of the carpet coming from?
Carpet capital of the world is Dalton, Georgia.
Dalton, Georgia.
Wow, I've never known that.
I've heard furniture from the Carolinas and Georgia.
Yeah, Asheville area.
Know that.
Yeah, carpet capital of Dalton, Georgia. That's where they started. I think they made the first broadloom carpets there, and they kind of transitioned from bedspreads. So yeah, and I think that because of the area, because there's a lot of water, carpet manufacturers go through a lot of water.
Okay.
So the water is abundance there in Dalton, Georgia. But for one reason or another, Dalton, Georgia ends up being Chattanooga, Chatsworth, Georgia, but all kind of hubs around Dalton.
And what's it come from? What does carpet come from? Is it from trees? Is it a byproduct of trees? Is it a byproduct of
most of them are plastic materials.
Plastics.
Some of them are the ones that are making carbon fibers out of plastic bottles are usually the polyesters that aren't very resilient.
Nice.
But still, most carpet backing materials are even plastic anymore. So there's unless you get in a really high end carpet, most of the carpets backing in fibers are plastic.
Interesting. Yeah. So the plastic. Now, are we able to reuse some of our plastics? Is that?
Yeah, it's recyclable.
I would imagine we're seeing some.
A lot of the plants will recycle their used carpets that they take out. They can recycle those and turn them back into and repurpose them again. So yeah,
that's great.
Yeah.
And some of the carpets that they're making are already from plastic bottles and
all
that's
those
great.
things that end up in landfills and stuff, they can recycle those and make carpet fibers out of.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's a lot of Hillsborough County, different counties now are, you have the blue bin that goes out by the road. You got your trash in the one side and the blue, so that has the the different recyclables. But that's an interesting business. People here, they're giving it to you. They're coming through. They're picking it up, and now they're making money. Turn around and selling it.
Yeah.
That's interesting business, right?
Actually, I have a question for you. Does the carpet get involved at all in the microplastics issue? I don't know if you've heard of that, but I guess people have started testing the oceans, and they're finding these microscopic pieces of plastic because we use plastic in so many things, but we don't, I guess, recycle it in the right way or reuse it in the correct way, and so the ocean's kind of being filled with more and more microplastics. Do you think any of these carpets have anything to do with that, or that's too niche and not really?
I've not heard of that issue, but I know that some of the products they put on them, like Teflons and Scotch Guard, they found that that chemical is in their bloodstreams before, so they kind of can trace those back.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
To Teflon, Scotchgard, so they know who makes those chemicals. But I haven't heard about the microplastics.
Interesting. Okay.
I think a lot of what you're talking about, Jason, is like at the top of the plastic bottle, these little rings that come off, these little tiny rings, and those type, all that kind of stuff floods down through the ocean, through the riverways, and then I think it probably disintegrates in the heat or the water.
Yeah.
But I think I've seen that where they scrape the top of the water, and you're just amazed at how much stuff is pulled up on the ocean.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And I'm talking about like microscopic plastic, like not even like this bottle over time or it gets broken apart, breaks down these tiny pieces of microplastic, which like get into the fish that we eat.
Oh, yeah.
And so that they're actually filled with these little microplastics, but we don't know. And then we end up being filled with them as well. And there's all sorts of, I guess, problems that can come from that. I'm not a scientist at all, but I thought it was interesting, and I was wondering if it led to that.
It is. It's it's part of the food chain now. Yep. I mean, it's in you see different inventions. That's the idea. As the entrepreneurs out there, they're going to come up with these ideas to hopefully correct it. And it's up to us to do our part, but we think hopefully that we can do that. But stay with us, Jerry Kessie, Flooring Technologies. Stay with us, and also Jason Sallman here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. We're going to talk about this interesting story. Florida is one step closer to getting higher speed train from Tampa to Orlando. We're going to talk about that when we come back right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
Hey, I'm Ken Shamrock, and you're here with Consumer Quarterback Show. And I say, Brandon Rhymes, knock out your competition.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.
Listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
Welcome back. Brandon Rhymes here, Consumer Quarterback Show, powered by Platinum MVP Realty. Check out platinummvprealty.com for all your real estate needs, whether you're buying, selling, or investing. We would love to talk to you. We got a great website. It allows you to search all the entire multiple listing service, all of the real estate properties available there. You can also, we have off-market properties as well. If you're a cash buyer and you want to have an opportunity to invest with cash, we have some off-market deals for you as well. And, of course, if you're selling, that's our expertise. I'm a top 1% realtor in the United States now, and we're real excited about that, a lot of our growth. So we have a unique marketing plan to help you maximize the exposure on the sale of your real estate properties, selling your real estate faster, more efficiently, and for more money than any other real estate company can. I've got a hot property here, 215 12th Avenue Northeast. This is over in St. Petersburg, 4 bedrooms, 5 bath. This property is at $1.199 million. Beautiful property. SIPS panel construction. So it's built with commercial standards. Steel framing, steel insulated panels, and commercial electrical wiring. SIPS panel property in the old northeast section of St. Petersburg, just north of downtown. And it's a hot property. I love this one. Just a beautiful property there. And 206 Mariner Drive up in Tarpon Springs. This is a new condo that we had just listed. Beautiful property, 206 Mariner, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, ground floor unit. Furnished is available if you want to buy it furnished. You got a pond view, conservation view on the ground floor. 206 Mariner, another hot real estate property. Compliments of Platinum, MVPRealty.com.
Somewhere sunny and 75.
In studio today, we got Jason Sallman, cryptocurrency expert, payuscoin.com. We got Jerry Kessie as well in the house, flooring expert, carpet inspector, one of 12 senior carpet inspectors in the state, and only 4 of those 12 hold a master cleaner designation. Jerry Kessie, Flooring Technologies, here on the Consumer Quarterback Show as well. Every day, we're going to tell you something positive in our Feel Good segment.
Tell me something good.
And today's is a good one. Restaurant dishwasher has car stolen. Co-workers buy him a new one. So a restaurant dishwasher saved up months to buy a car for his family, only to have it stolen. When his co-workers found out, they pitched in and bought him a new one. Kia Senegal works for the Rufinos on the river in Lafayette, Louisiana. Last week, his car was stolen, and the news did not sit well with his co-workers. He had saved up for months to buy a car for his family. Rufino's general manager, Chris, had said he has a wife, 2 children, and a 4-year-old and a 4-month-old. And we found out what happened. We didn't feel like we could let it go. Mufiletto and his team held a team meeting, and they asked the staff if they'd be willing to pitch in to help Senegal get a replacement vehicle. Everyone was 100% on board. It took us 3 days to raise $2,500, and the people at Don's Wholesale found out what we were doing and matched the funds. Their generosity was instrumental in this. They should get as much credit as anyone. A week after his car was stolen, Mufiletto and Rufino's staff surprised Senegal with a 2015 Chevy Malibu, and his reaction was priceless. So that's on Facebook. Pretty cool.
That's awesome. It's so cool to see a community or a group of people that come together to just help someone in need.
Yeah, it really is, man. We've done some really good, feel good segments here on the show. Some really good stuff. People come together, man. That's what it's all about. And all right, so we're here in studio. We're gonna talk a little bit about this Florida high-speed rail, man. It's something that was on the ballot a while back. I think the first time around it came through, it had too much federal government control. There were too many purse strings, so to speak, coming from, at the time, the Obama administration. But a high-speed train could connect Tampa and Orlando in the future, making it a faster commute between the two cities. Wednesday afternoon, the selection committee approved for Brightline to start negotiations with FDOT and CFX over leasing the right-of-way. Authorities said a long process that could be the first step in the possibility of having intercity passenger rail system between the cities. And I think is what it's about to occur here, and it's really occurring on the East Coast. Will connect Florida in ways that we haven't imagined, Tampa Mayor Bob Buckhorn said. So interesting. So you got, Miami-Dade, some of those areas are connected by high-speed rail. Why not us, right?
Yeah, and I think sometimes we're kind of left out here as an island. We're such a growing metropolitan city, but we're sometimes not connected as well to some of these other areas. So I think that's huge. And anyone in Tampa who's driven on I-4 during drive time would be super excited about this project.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of a nightmare to drive through there. And, luckily, I think me and you, Brandon, we like to listen to audiobooks. So at least we'll get some learning out of that time, and stuff like that. But I think it's going to be huge for the area. And there's so much going on here in Tampa Bay that so many people from Orlando and other areas that are surrounding that are going to want to come here. Sparkman's Wharf that just opened, in downtown where the old Channel side used to be. Yeah. That area has been kind of dead for years. I drove by it the other day. It was mobbed. There were so many people there. So they've actually demolished a part of Channel side and opened a place called Sparkman's Wharf, and it's kind of a collection of restaurants and bars and things like that that are actually made out of these old shipping containers.
Oh, wow.
And so they're kind of stacked on top of each other. But there's these little boutique places that serve just really incredible food, from Cantina Tacos to actually a buddy of mine, Ryan and Scott. They actually opened an oyster bar that's right in there as well. So just really incredible places. There's this outdoor beer garden with all this like seating and amphitheater stuff, and it's just a really incredible space.
Rebirth has happened then.
Yeah,
it sounds like it.
You could have the Rays coming to, if that ever actually ends up happening, where they expand into Ybor, which would be just massive.
That would be super cool. Jerry, any comments on that, or any want to weigh in on that? The Tampa Speed Rail.
I think it'd be great, especially if you had jobs you had to go down to Miami area, which I've done quite a bit.
Right.
Rather than driving, I was just in Orlando over the weekend for a job. It was nice to jump on a high-speed rail and get over there and back real quick.
That'd be nice, yeah. There's also a lot of opportunity with Disney World and just the Universal, all those different places to go and hang out and have fun. And I think it would be interesting to jump on the train for the day, come back at night, and to have a full day over in Orlando.
Yeah, and I think it allows a lot of like cross-city commerce as well, because there's obviously things here in Tampa Bay that I'm sure Orlando would really like to take advantage of. Like we have the Lightning here. Like what if they could just jump on I don't know what the time constraint for the train, but I would guess it's like 45 minutes if it's high speed or something like that. So what if they could just jump on a train and go watch a hockey game as opposed to like trying to drive down to Fort Lauderdale where the Panthers play?
Yep.
That would be a much easier ride. It'd be much quicker.
Yep.
And it would just build up the area. The same thing for the Rays or even the Bucks, which we know have been struggling a little bit as far as the admission goes. Like, what if they could come here and come watch the Bucks play?
That's right.
So there's a lot of cross-city, I think, stuff. And the same thing for Disney World, like you were saying, that I think could be huge for the cities.
Definitely. It's a win-win for both cities, and it's going to open it up. But hopefully they can make this thing happen, and there's not too much, government
red tape.
Washington, D.C. That's the challenge with some of these projects is too much control to Washington, D.C. We want to be governed locally here, and I think that's why Rick Scott petitioned against it last time because in a lot of, the Republicans did, or whichever you look at it. But yeah, so we definitely need to improve that. That's one of the challenges we have in Tampa Bay. It's not quite as bad as traffic as Miami and some other metropolis areas, but really it's getting worse.
Yeah, and if you look at like all the building and expanding that's happening here, you can see that we're going to get more and more people. I forgot the statistic, but someone said the other day that there's like a crazy number of people that are actually moving to the Tampa Bay area like monthly.
Yes.
And so you need these services to start coming in. You need to expand before everyone comes in. Otherwise, the city kind of starts to break down, and there's a lot more problems and issues and things like that. Whereas if we could start scaling this faster, with things like the railway, it's just going to allow the commerce to move a lot faster, a lot smoother. Everyone would be a lot happier.
Yeah. It's not going to be as much road rage out there. All right, let's jump into our lightning round.
The lightning round!
I am so good at lightning rounds!
I majored in lightning round.
All right, top tips, nuggets of advice, parting words of wisdom. Let's start right here with Jason Sallman.
Yeah, actually, so I'd love to offer your listeners just a quick offer. So we're actually doing a beta test. So for the first 10 businesses, they're going to get our services and setup as well as a month of free service completely free.
Cool.
That's just so we can kind of start spreading it in the area. And so if they want to just text test to 813-670-7372, I'll make sure to reach out to them and help them get set up.
Awesome. 813-670-7372. Give a call or a text to our consumer advocate hotline, 813-670-7372. And Jason Sallman's going to hook you up. Also, check him out, payuscoin.com. Jerry, top tips, nuggets of advice, parting words of wisdom.
Yeah, if you're buying new carpet, check the fiber content, because that's usually the people make the biggest mistake. They get a carpet and they specify it's not going to work for them.
Okay.
And they regret it later. So just check it. Call us. We'll help anybody. We don't sell a particular brand. We don't sell any, but we'll help get the right carpet.
So you're more of a consultant.
Yep, consultant.
And it's unbiased. You know what I mean? You're not getting that consumer bias that we hear so much. You're actually getting the real facts behind it.
I like that. That's good stuff. And then we didn't talk a whole lot about tile, but the flip side, a lot of people are doing tile, or even the wood flooring that looks like tile. I think that's very popular now.
Yeah, and we clean that too. The thing is, the carpet is the biggest filter in your house. So sometimes people realize that once they take the carpet out, they have more allergy problems because that's the biggest filter in your house, and you just removed it. But we do clean tile floors too. So we clean anything you walk on or sit on. We'll clean.
Yeah, that's great. So you're doing the cleaning side, and yeah, it's interesting. Like I've heard, so many different things about carpet. A lot of people are down on carpet now, but I've always thought that too.
Yeah.
You get it cleaned once a quarter, once every other month, you should be good.
Yeah, that's what a friend of mine who used to be the deputy director of the Environmental Protection Agency said. Is that carpets are sinks, they collect everything, but because they collect everything, they keep it out of the breathing space at the home.
Right.
So just maintain it, just empty the sink whenever it gets full.
So the indoor air quality is a major issue.
Thing, yeah.
Oh, I never thought of that. And you do some consultancy for some big companies, correct?
Yeah, we've worked with with Marriott, Disney, universities, USF. Yeah, we work with a lot of them that buy a lot of carpet. The carpet manufacturer will send us out.
Wow.
Consult with them.
That's really cool.
That's really cool. Yep, good stuff. All right, hey, great show today. Jason Sallman, cryptocurrency expert, Jerry Kessie, flooring technology. I want to thank you both for coming in. We want you to please go out there and consider committing a random act of kindness. Pack up some fruit or clothing, hand it to that person that you see in need, carry it with you, and just give it to that person that you see in need. And continue to listen to our show. Check us out online. We'd love to connect with you at Brandon Rhymes 1 on Instagram and Twitter. And, of course, the Consumer Quarterback Show pages, Consumer QB on Facebook. And check out our website, consumerqb.com. We'll see you next time right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show.
You've been listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes. Whether it's real estate, consumer, or financial advice, let Brandon call your next play. Contact Brandon Rhymes at 813-670-7372. That's 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com. And join us next time for the Consumer Quarterback Show, weekday afternoons at 5 on AM 1380.
Are you a real estate agent looking to take your business to the next level and supercharge your marketing? Hi, I'm Brandon Rhymes, owner of Platinum MVP Realty and host of the Real Estate Quarterback Show, syndicated radio and TV show talk program on iHeartRadio, 1025 The Bone, daily 5 o'clock drive time on 1380 The Biz, and our TV show is on WeBeam TV. We're looking for real estate agents that want to join our team and supercharge their marketing utilizing some of our innovative strategies. We utilize the Real Geeks platform, Facebook marketing, internet marketing, and a lot of the traditional methods as well. Postcard mailers mailed for you, postage, signage, business cards, all paid for by the company. Aggressive real estate splits and ways to help you win in any marketplace. We need you to go out, take applications, and work our plethora of leads that we're generating on a daily basis. Reach out by clicking the form below, and we'd love to have a confidential interview with you.